Oh, interesting. They have, like, actual... You good there, Ozma? Alright, there we go. They have, like, actual grass here. Okay, so there must have been this must have been an island that was here that they built the rest of the town around. Makes sense. Looks like Siryu's hard at work again today. But that damned Hakan keeps getting in my way, so I can't stare at her. Should we, like, do something about this guy rather than us? I mean, okay, I guess poisoning the wildlife is a more serious crime than, what's the fancy term for peeping Tom behavior? I don't remember off the top of my head. But anyway, okay, once we've cleared our name, shouldn't we, like, maybe tell this guy to, like, knock it off or something? No. Here's the common room, huh? Cool, an inn. Hee hee hee. Hey, can I tickle you? Sure. Yay! Your SP and extra gauges were fully restored. Okay. You're always so sensitive. That was so much fun. Come and let me tickle you again sometime. Now, to be perfectly honest, I don't know, after just being very angry at that peeping Tom guy, I don't know if, like, letting a little kid tickle me was very appropriate either. It would have been double worse if I was like, can I tickle you? You know, obviously, but this also actually in hindsight, which is a little wrong, but so I went and did that. Various quests are displayed on the board, but we can't do them because everybody suspects us. You're looking for info on the river? Sorry, you'll have to look elsewhere. We know nothing of value to you. Okay. What do I know about the poison? Nothing. It was just there all of a sudden. I don't know what you're planning, but you should just give it up and confess already. Not a lot of sport over here then for us. Agent Bertha. You seem like a good person, so I really don't want to have to suspect you. But nothing like this has ever happened before, and we've never had a visitor from outside the forest. So it just seems the most plausible explanation. Please try to understand our perspective. I'm not winning over anybody's hearts and minds here. Whoa! It's a little duck. Quack, quack. Give it a flower. Seems pleased. Yay. That wasn't also some kind of fantasy animal. That was, in fact, just a duck. Oh, Adol! Oh, I mean, get lost, poisoner. I'm not gonna help a baddie like you. Go away! Damn, jeez, kid. Quack, quack. You can have a flower too, my friend. Also seems pleased. Yay. Uh-oh. Cutscene while talking to two randos. It's so boring when we can't go out and fish. All you do is grumble about not being able to go fishing. If you've got time to grumble, spend it sorting out what I'm gonna eat instead. I would if I could, but what am I supposed to do? How long's it been since the poison first appeared in the river, anyway? Oh, it's you. I see you're investigating the poisoning with Ozma. Well, go on, Reynal. Answer the question. Right. The poison first appeared in the river about 10 days ago, I think. Huh, 10 days. Quite a while ago, then. Although I don't really have a frame of reference on how long we've been adventuring, so, like, I don't know. I don't know how long we've been in this cursed forest. It's not cursed, I'm being mean. Is that all you have to say? What? You're missing the most important detail. It happened immediately after this red-headed swordsman here left the village. But... Really?
And he disappeared without telling anyone where he was going, or even telling anyone that he was leaving. How could we not suspect him? There's a mountain of evidence implicating him in this.
Gotta admit, I see your point.
Still, the evidence against Adol is purely circumstantial. We cannot prove his guilt any more than his innocence. We must continue our investigation. Okie dokie. That does sound kind of bad for us, so yeah. Oh boy, what's gonna be the thing that breaks this case, I wonder. Aha, this guy! Ozma, you're wasting your time if you think they're gonna be able to prove their innocence. That redhead there is the culprit. Nothing will change that. Do you have any evidence to back that claim, Rivarol? Of course! The poison came from upstream, right? And upstream is the dwelling of the Spartas. Oh, so the sacred beasts live upstream. But how does that prove Adol's the culprit? Because no one from this village would dare go upstream and approach the sacred beast's dwelling. Not unless they were one of Ozma's tribesmen anyway. But there's only one of those left, and it's Ozma himself. Oh man, isn't that a crazy sitch, man? Yeah. Oh, okay, I don't know. I thought Ozma would say something there. Like, come on. Yeah, this guy's the last of his line. He's gonna die one day and there'll be no one else left. Man, isn't that crazy? You know, apparently not. So the only one who could have gone upstream to poison the river from there would be an outsider. And those are in pretty short supply. Is that all you've got on me? I think Adol would be so, he'd be so, naively trusting. He wouldn't, bring up Ozma at this point, you know. Even though that's a good point, Ozma could be the culprit. Huh, of course you're playing innocent. It's pretty much all you've got left. Naturally, there's plenty more evidence than just that. You were asking about the sacred beast dwelling, you know.
Yeah, he's like that. There's something new and exciting to explore, he wants to explore it. It's in his nature.
Huh, say what you want, he still did it. Don't you have any shame at all? You could spare yourself a lot of embarrassment if you just confess. I've said all I have to say. I don't want to talk to you any longer. Go away and never return.
Man, Adol, you really don't seem to be popular around here. Guess you do stick your nose in everybody's business, though, so it's not really any surprise.
Alright, that went really, really badly, so much for my great plan of talking to that guy to clear my good name. The adult Solshay were not allowed to play in the water for a while. I'm so bored. Okie dokie. What's shaking in this house? I heard you're trying to find the one who poisoned the river. I don't want to believe you did it, and Cecily doesn't either. So I hope you can find the real criminal. Well, thank you. It's, the village is a little divided on Adol here. I can understand that. I'm glad somebody's in our corner. Oh, Adol. Good luck with your investigation. I refuse to believe anyone with whom Ozma developed such kinship could ever think of poisoning our river. So, I believe in you, Adol. I know you didn't do it. Durin here blocking us from seeing what kind of character Cecily even is. There we go. Quick. Yeah, just the kind of villager I expected. Alright. There's also a building over here, so let's swing by that house too. See what's going on with this lady. You really don't look like the kind of person who'd poison a river. But I suppose I'll just have to wait and see how your investigation goes. Okie dokie.
Whoa! Freaking gliding up the stairs. Whoa.
So visiting that part didn't really help at all. Over there to the west, I think, is Ozma's house.
Did I check that one building down there? That's where we like started, right? The building bottom left was where we were being held. So we retrace. Oh, hold on, let's talk to her. Also plot point. The river dyed crimson, a horrifying sight.
The river dyed crimson? I take it you're not talking about the setting sun or anything like that, are you?
The color of blood is the color of death. Yet no one was hurt, our only salvation.
So that means the poison was red. Can't imagine how much you'd need to dye a whole river, though.
It lasted mere moments, but the river was stained red as far as the eye could see. The source was upstream. All that remained were the corpses of the fish. We know not when the river will be pure once again, thus the men cannot fish.
That does sound pretty tough. Were the fishermen okay? The ones who were out on the water when the poison first showed up?
Fortunately, they noticed quickly. There were no casualties. Several fishermen who had come into contact with the substance did fall ill, but all of them have made a full recovery since. Our only salvation. The Spardas were uninjured too.
Huh, a large amount of poison coming from upstream. We might be dealing with a bigger disaster than I thought.
That's curious that the Spardas didn't, oh, never mind, by the way, apparently cutscene. Because I apparently got all the explorations done. I was sure there'd be something in the Sparta pen still to find, but okay. But it's curious the Spartas were not poisoned at all because they were in contact with the river? Some kind of plot point? Or is it just their, bestial fortitude keeping them safe from the noxious vapors? I don't know. I'll file that under stuff to consider.
I think we got enough information to start with, at least. Let's go through what we know and see if we can sort it out, okay?
He is an information broker, so Duran should be good at handling information like this.
First, let's see. When did the villagers first notice the poison?
After he left. Yeah, right after he left.
After I left. Yeah, they noticed it just after you left Selray. And that's why you're getting blamed for it. Next question is, how did they notice it?
Nothing about an odor, actually. It was just a color. The river was dyed red.
Yeah, seems whatever was in there colored the water red. Must have been a hell of a thing to see.
It could, It could just be iron in the water. I know that happens somewhere. No, but there's also some place I remember reading about a place where there was some weird bacteria in the water that dyed the whole river red. I swear that's a real thing. Please look it up. Actually, yeah. Do look it up just in case I actually just read an urban legend or something. Actually, now that I think about it, but I could swear I saw a story like that. So it could be iron in the soil, or it could be, or clay, or it could be bacteria. Bacteria would be a problem, because that's really nasty, actually, but no.
And where did the poison originate from?
Upstream.
Yeah, that's right. And if it came from upstream, it must have come from somewhere outside of Selray.
Well, unfortunately, this just isn't really exonerating us at all.
Alright, Adol. If you add all that together, who stands out as the most likely culprit?
Honestly, Adol left town, and the poison showed up out of town after he left. So, it's not looking great.
It was me. It had to be. It's red like the color of my hair.
Yeah, I don't know what the answer is. I don't think Adol would fall into this kind of rut.
It was me.
But it wasn't someone from the village, because they wouldn't... Because they seem pretty, gung-ho about not going up there. So it wasn't a person at all? I don't know. I don't know what the right answer is. It wasn't a person at all.
Huh. What leads you to that conclusion?
It makes sense when you think about it. Okay, thank God Duran's here to step in, because I would not have had a follow-up to that. You need a whole lot of poison to dye an entire river red. And if it came from upstream, that would mean someone poured it into the river from somewhere outside the village. No way anyone can lug that much poison through monster-infested woodlands. Not on their own, like Adol would have been. I mean, I'm not saying it'd be impossible to poison the water from upstream, but to dye the whole river red? Not likely. This all seems very shaky. What if he had like an alchemist's table up there that he was working on? I gotta stop undermining my own defense, goddammit. But no, I personally, this all seems like a shaky explanation, so I'm a little, It does seem rather implausible. So your conclusion, then, is that the culprit may be a natural occurrence, or a creature? Adol, and you said your name was Duran, yes? Could I ask you to come with me? Oh boy. Whoa, what? Okay. Ugh, I feel sick. Adol, I can't believe you're okay with all this thrashing. Ugh. Is that a bird? Lucky thing up there all graceful, while we're stuck down here on these things. Wait a second, that doesn't look like a bird. This is the strangest bird I've ever seen. Oh, wow, that's the poison. Good heavens, look at that nasty purplish ochre crimson aura over there. Wow, that does look nasty. Oh, crap, is that? It's quite a contrast, huh? No, Adol would not do that. Poison! Sure looks that way. Looks like just like what they described in Selray. Isn't it harmful to the Spartas? Okay. This should be far enough. Adol, I feel I must apologize to you. What? Why now? You don't need to apologize. Yeah, Adol would be the nice guy like that. You are a very forgiving person, Adol, and you do not ask uncomfortable questions of others. But you deserve to hear the truth. I know the culprit that poisoned the river. Huh? Really? So why'd you keep quiet about it all this time? My reason hardly makes up for all that you have been through. As you suspect, the poison was not put into the river by a human. Rather, it was the Spartas themselves who befouled the water. Huh? So what was the hang glider we saw then? That weird bird, eh? For a second I thought the explanation was the hang glider was dumping the poison in the river. So, what the heck? Yeah, well, so yeah, what's going on with these Spartas, yeah? What? Far upstream lies a Sparta breeding ground. I am almost certain that they are responsible for this incident.
Hold on.
Hold on. Aren't the Spartas sacred beasts? What kind of sacred beast goes around poisoning rivers?
The Spartas raised in Selray are not able to do so. Wild Spartas, however, are known to secrete a poisonous substance when they become excited or scared.
Seriously? Do the villagers know about this?
No, the villagers have no idea. The people of my tribe have raised Spartas for ages, all the while obeying the ancient laws pertaining to them. And those laws forbid us from telling others the secrets of the Sparta. This includes the fact that wild Spartas bear poison.
So your reason for bringing us all the way out here was to keep anyone else from hearing you?
Does that mean something like this has happened before?
No.
As far as I am aware, this quantity of poison has never been found in the river prior to now. Those not of my tribe are forbidden to approach the wild Sparda's breeding ground, and have been for as long as I know. I was told that this was to avoid angering them, but of course, protecting their secrets was also of the utmost concern. I don't know, yeah, like, would Adol just jump in, or would you still be marveling? I don't know. Some of these choices, it's hard for me to pick the right one. Let's go upstream. Wait a second. Adol, you know what this means, right? We're not allowed in the Sparda's breeding ground. Oh, right, okay, but Adol probably wouldn't think about that, right? Which means we just have to leave this to Ozma while we go back to the village and relax. Actually, while I realize it is quite brazen of me to ask for a favor after causing you so much trouble, I would be most appreciative if the two of you would come with me. Why? This is very mysterious. I'm not sure what's going on here. Right. So, can you remind us where we're going? As you wish. The wild Sparda breeding ground is situated south of Selray. On that drawing you call a map, it would be about... here, I believe. Huh, so as long as we follow the river south, we'll be there in no time. Doesn't seem too far from here. Indeed. The entrance is situated near a waterfall basin. It is difficult to miss. I have told the villagers that we are continuing the investigation. Make sure you are properly equipped for the perils that await before leaving the village. Alright then, let's do this! Ozma joined the party. And no surprises, he is a Pierce-type character, just like Karna was in Komodo, to fill in that third weapon slot.
My turn. Understood. Leave it to me. Understood.
Oh, he's so serious, Ozma. Let's check out what he's rocking. He's already got an Azure Pain DX and a Scale Mail, so he's like ready to go. What's his skills? Crag Spear launches enemies upward with an Earth Pillar. Where have I put the? I've put the like upper on here, so let's put that there instead. And what is Gaia Wall? Summons the power of the Earth to raise the party's defense. Huh. Yeah, I've kind of put the like weirder moves on the circle, the ones I haven't been able to pick where to put. So, you know, I guess I'll put that there. That's fascinating, though. That didn't exist in E7, a buff ability, right? They were all like different attacks you got in E7, but this one is like an actual, like, you know, attribute raising thing. That's interesting. Now, he's Pierce, but he fights with a spear, yes? Now, does he, like, throw the spears, or is he just a, you know, a regular, like, melee guy? Because, like, the Pierce type in 7 tended to be, like, ranged fighters, and, you know, Karna was that way, because she used throwing knives rather than, you know, fighting melee, which was very neat, by the way. I really dug that. There you go. Oh, this one's standing up, ready to go. Oh, it's still a baby. So I'm curious. I think you could get, if I remember correctly, couldn't you get like different weapon attribute weapons for Adol? And there was like a rapier, I think, that provided you with a melee pierce thing for Adol as well. So I guess.
My turn. Leave it to me.
I guess it's not crazy. Only thing I'm worried about is we don't have better armor on Adol and Durin. Like our guy. By the way, let's freaking give him some accessories. Why the heck not? There we go.
Ozma's got like the highest tier in both weapons and armor. We don't have, so the two of us here, Adol and Durin, don't quite have it. So I'm a little worried about how that's gonna go down then. But I can't really grind up like 9,000 gold right now either. It's too much. Oh, hold on. By the way, let's quick look. I think not, because when we got it in Komodo, it announced when we got the board available. So thinking not here either. Yep, but I wanted to check just in case, to make sure in case any side quests had opened up. No, no, no. Even if eating one didn't kill me, and it very well might, I definitely wouldn't get off lightly. I saw a beast eat one, and it was writhing in agony afterward. What are they talking about? I wonder if the fish that died from the poison are still edible. Try one, Reynal. You might be okay. These have a very dysfunctional relationship, these two, don't they? I'm a little alarmed by some of the stuff they're saying. Alright. Anyway, let's get on it. So, yeah, let's test out these moves, yeah? Where? Oh, I was like, why aren't my attacks coming out? But apparently it's because this part doesn't count as fighting area yet. Yeah, so never mind. By the way, I'm terribly curious. This whole area here, right, that we didn't end up going to, like, this dungeon is very close compared to, like, having to do this whole area here to explore. I'm thinking we actually go, you know, we're kind of at the end of the episode here. I'm thinking we go get this one Adol, like, memory blip here, and then call it for today. And then we go explore the Sacred Beast's lair next time. Yeah? In fact, it's right over here, so never mind. We didn't even have to go adventuring into, like, regions unknown. Huh. Well, that's certainly handy. Let's get this thing real quick, like. You truly are an unusual visitor. You appear to have even more interest in the primeval lands than the people of this village do. Oh! I wonder if Adol was on some quest to get to the primeval lands. We don't really know what Adol was doing, except maybe just exploring? I don't know. Curious. Though I suppose that inquisitiveness is what allowed you to come this far into the forest to begin with. Perhaps you might actually be able to reach it one day. Adol, if such a time should come. No, I suppose that is too much to hope for.
No.
My apologies, Adol. Please forget I said anything. We should be returning to the village now. It seems my people wish to hold a welcoming party for you. And I would not want to be the one responsible for our guest of honor showing up late. Huh. Adol's strength went up a boy. Those numbers to go up. Well, we're at the end of episode time around here. But should we really quickly just see what Ozma does? I'm gonna kill a couple of bullywugs over here. Ooh! Oh wow, look at how his fighting. That's cool the way he swings around. Ooh, and he finishes up. That's very cool the way he twists around. I dig that. But yes. Okay, so he's technically not ranged, but those stabs have massive range, so it's like almost that, so. Oh, cool! It's like his, like, you know, cool. He does like a little spinneroonie there. Oh. It's really nice the way he twists when he, like, changes direction. He, like, twists his spear around. I dig it. Let's check out now, then. Aha! That's the kind of upper it is. Neat. That's a use for that. And then finally, Gaia Wall. Alright. No reason not to use that, like, whenever it's not active, yeah? Where does this go? Another path over here, actually. Oh, there's so much paths over here. And a more, you know, explorative player might start checking those places out, yeah? But I'm pretty goal-oriented when I play video games. I enjoyed exploring all of this, but that was because, you know, it was very unclear how to even get to our goal that time, so we were just kind of digging around all throughout here. It was enjoyable for sure, like I didn't mind it. And I don't know, I might enjoy going over here, but we got our goal right here, so I think it's obvious what we gotta do is just go down there. This is so much area. I wouldn't be surprised if once we cleared the stuff here in Selray, like the main quest would go over here. The other candidate is over here, obviously, to get past the mega gorillas hanging out here, yeah? So that's why I'm not a hundo that the plot continues over here. However, I imagine it must have to eventually go, because over here is the Primeval Lands, yeah? Where, you know, I very strongly suspect we are going to be going eventually, so... yeah, I think we'll have our chance to explore these parts at some point. So let's, next time, just continue the main story and go check out the Sacred Beast Slayer. That sounds like a plan, everybody? I think it sounds like a plan to me. But, for now, thank you for watching. Should be exciting. Oh, cool. Hold on. I'm going to test out something really quickly. I'll go really far away from these two yuckos. No, I didn't have a chance to test it out because they ran up real close. I'm trying to figure out if there's a range on the Gaia Wall buff, or if it always just buffs everybody no matter where they are. It's not that important. We'll figure it out as we go along. But yeah, it's been swell. Thank you for joining. This should be exciting, adventuring with Ozma now. Figuring out what is going on here with the Spartas. I love these river vibes, and I hope you folks enjoy it too. Catch you all later for more of that. Bye!